Morning. This morning I'm going to take you lot through some kind of training tips today, some correct form vids. So I'm starting off a bench press today. Monday is usually my chest day, so I'm going to start off with bench press. And I'm going to show you how to bench for them chest gains, man. Not just benching like a Olympic lifter, but benching for the actual gains, going chest to bar. But yeah, hope everyone has a very prosperous and fruitful week. And yeah, man, hope everyone's staying blessed, staying warm during these cold times, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so let me just talk about how I got my routine rolling right now. So I got Monday is my chest day. If I'm up for it, I do hill sprints after my chest day. So it's meant to be chest day and then hill sprints. Then I've got Tuesday, which is strictly back, and I like to finish off with burpees, but sometimes my chest day is a bit too intense. I don't really have the capacity to go down and do the chest to floor burpees. But yeah, Wednesday is my rest day. I rest on Wednesdays, and then Thursdays I do calves in the morning and shoulders in the evening. Not just calves, but posterior chain leg day, and then I do shoulders in the evening. Then Friday is my leg day. Now it used to be Saturday. Friday is my leg day, and then Saturday I'm doing arms, and then I try to rest Sunday. So I'm trying to have 2 rest days a week now. It used to be just 1. Sometimes less is more, but I might change that as I'm competing and that. But yeah, let me show you what's going on. Right, so bench press. You've got 2 ways of doing the bench press. Some people do the seriously arch back, when they're really arching the back up like this, in order to, basically what it does is it shortens the length between the chest to the bar, so you'll be able to push more weight. In Olympic lifting, it's not really cheating, but if you're doing bench press for gains, it's different. You want to go chest to bar, so you want to make sure your hands are even. I usually use the little shiny part of the bar here and make sure my pinky finger's on it. Dismount, big chest, and I control it down to my chest, literally just below my nipple, just at the nipple length, and just up. Full extension, controlling the bar. If that bar is dropping super quick on you, you're not in control of the weight. You want to be controlling the weight, controlling that eccentric and exploding up. Chest to bar, all the way up. I see some people doing this. You're going to get minimal results this way. Okay, so we got different parts of training the chest on the bench press as well. So if I want to train the middle of my chest here and get that real striation, when I do this here, I can do narrow press, and that's also going to work my triceps as well. So that's what I'm going to start off with now, doing narrow press. The wider you go, the more it's going to work your anterior delt, so more a bit of your shoulders. And when you get really close in here, it's really just chest and triceps. So I'm going to go quite narrow here. Really get a good chest pump. Lightweight for me, just starting off with 60. So another way of doing chest is adding the pause reps to it. So when you're holding at the bottom, which I'm going to demonstrate in a second. So when you're doing the pause reps now, you're really isolating the chest, making sure you're not using no momentum. Pause reps is great when you're doing a good weight that you know that you can securely lift for at least, I say about 12 repetitions. Not really, I wouldn't do pause for when I'm doing my working sets where I'm going heavy for like just 5, because it's going to be a lot harder when you're adding that pause, because you've literally got no momentum, just isolating the chest. This is great for improving your bench, developing that strength. 100 kg. So, on my working set now, still doing chest obviously. Working set, this is 115. I'm trying to get 10 reps on them today. 9's my PB. I'm going to show you how I bench to my max without a spotter. I don't advise this. This is just my training journey. This is what I do with my training. I'm not here to tell people what to do. This is all authentic. I wouldn't advise this. Always get a spotter. But this, literally, what time is it now? It is 7:08 in the morning. Everybody's busy doing their workout. I ain't even gonna charge them and ask them to spot me, so I'm just gonna do it myself. I've got these 3 little racks here. I would not do this weight for max reps unless I had this. So if I fell, even if I'm failing at the bottom, I know that I can at least put it here or here. So we've got these 3 levels here. So I'm gonna make sure I'm nice and close to it. So if I fell, then I'm kind of supported. Because if not, I'm gonna be screaming for help and that. So yeah, that's what I do. Another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is how to breathe when doing bench press. And this relates to a lot of exercises, could be used for squats as well. When you're breathing in is when the muscle is lengthening. So at the eccentric part, I breathe in. And then when I'm generating the force going for that push now, that's when I'll breathe out. On the concentric, when the muscle's shortening, that's when I go like that, okay? That's how you want to control your breathing when you're doing the bench press. Similar to a squat, on the way down in the squat, you breathe in or hold your breath even, and then on the way up, you exhale. When you're generating power, it's related to exhaling. So I remember when I used to do a little boxing training at college and that, they used to teach me that when you throw a punch, each time you breathe out. So when you breathe out, you're exhaling, you're generating the force. So it's the same principle on the bench press. Come on, one more. Yes. Yeah. That was a PB for me. 11 reps on 110, 115, sorry, I'm gassed. I'm gassed, man. Let me show you the weights. So, you know, this ain't no cat. You know what I'm saying? Start off with the big, heavy compound exercises. So I'm training for strength. So I'm doing, I use the bar, I use dumbbells. I'm doing free weights instead of really just the machines. The machines is what I'd finish off with. Go do some cable flies, something like that.